Okay, so I guess we're live, and welcome to another discussion panel for Baltic E-commerce Awards. Today I have a lovely panel of guests with me, and my name is Arnis Jakobsons. I'm from Element Digital, and the guest, as I mentioned, from Latvijas pasts, Edgars Isaks, Head of Baltic Business Development.
Hi, hello.
From SEB Bank, Christo Ojamaa, Head of Transaction Services. Hi, Christo.
Hi.
From Joom, Yuri Ivanov, founder of Joom. Hi, Yuri. From Baltia, Viesturs Kanch, e-commerce and innovation lead. Hi, Viesturs.
Hi.
From Gemius, Elizabete Kreica, marketing and public relations specialist.
Hi.
Hi. And from Manis Aptieka, Sniedzīte Vilmane, head of e-commerce.
Hello.
So today's topic is we're going to talk about, do we really are that different in e-commerce behavior, and or are there any similarities that we're going to see? And of course, we're going to look at some data. We look at some our own perspectives from our companies, from our own personal experience. But about the festival itself. For the past 3 years, this festival was held in Riga, Latvia, and this year we're expanding to Baltics, and this is the first year that we are matching between all the Baltic countries, and so we will see which of the countries is the best in e-commerce, the best e-shops are coming from which of the countries. The applications are closing on the 8th of April, so only a few days left to submit your own application, your own e-shop. And there are 4 categories you can compete, and those categories are based on the size of your business. So you will not compete against the large enterprises, you will compete in your own league with the same size of the companies. So to be fair in this competition. And hello, I see that few people have joined us on live as well, but probably most of you will watch this as a recording. So hi to those who are joining us live. But let's start with a simple question before we delve into some data, some statistics, and lengthy discussions. With a short, simple answer from each of the panelists, do you think we're more similar or more different in our behavior while we're shopping online? A short and sweet answer from each one of you. Who wants to join? Who wants to be the first one?
So maybe as you introduced me first, let's I start. Yeah, from our vision experience, basically, I would say we are more similar in Baltic level. If we look from e-commerce perspective, not from our maybe mentality perspective, but from e-commerce perspective, and yeah, mainly I would say because of this product groups, what we are buying, clothing, services, footwear, accessories in all three countries, and from delivery perspective as well, this preferred delivery method in all three countries mainly is parcel machine.
So one for similar. Anyone
Yes.
else?
I actually can continue, and I totally agree with Edgars. So I think in many ways we are rather similar in the Baltics due to our mutual past and the speed of our digital development and also e-shopping penetration. But clearly there are some differences. For example, Estonians are a bit ahead in the share of e-commerce in total retail. However, looking at different payment options, then I think Latvians and Lithuanians, the merchants are more eager to shift from, for example, bank link to open banking. So clearly, there are similarities, but going into details, we are different.
Okay, so two for similarities. Yuri, what do you think?
Yeah, I would also agree with the colleagues that people in Baltic states are using the same e-commerce services like Bolt, Wolt, Delphi, and it's due to
And
our
Joom?
and Joom. Thank you. Joom has the same competitors in all countries like AliExpress and Temu, and I've just checked that average order value on Joom and average basket basket value is almost the same, with slightly higher in Lithuania, slightly bigger value. So
Great.
yeah.
Okay, so far nobody's challenging the notion of being different. Viesturs, maybe you will challenge.
Nope. Make it 4 points for similarities. I believe we share a lot of them. And frankly speaking, I believe we have more in similar than we would even expect. So nevertheless, I guess there are some traits, probably some cultural ones that needs to be taken into account, but still I'm going team similarities.
Perfect. Sniedzite?
Then for sake to make everything a little bit interesting, I will join this differences in Baltic markets. But I'm representing the healthcare and let's say the digital pharmacy sphere. And here, as a differences, I could mention such things as basket size, meaning how many items and what type of items people usually add in their digital pharmacy basket. Also, these pricing levels for the same goods. We all know that they're different. Also, the product range. I can say that in this industry, the products which are popular and well known in Lithuania, they are not the same in Estonia. And it goes together with this legal part and notification and administration and that part of the healthcare. But if we speak about the differences, those are the ones.
Okay, perfect. We will have at least one who's challenging the rest of the panel. Perfect. Elizabete, which team are you picking today? Are we more similar or are we more different?
That wouldn't be fair if I would answer that, because I already know the answer to that.
Yeah, shortly, Elizabete will share some latest research on the e-commerce shopping. Edgars, you wanted to add something?
No, I just raise hand, but no. Thank you.
Perfect. So looking at the quick statistics here, I think we're more similar, at least from the quick answers you gave us. But Elizabete will now share the latest data from Gemius data that shows what's the truth behind our own personal experiences and personal views. So Elizabete, the floor is yours. show us what's the real situation here in Baltics. Are we similar? Are we different? And where do we differ, if so?
Okay, I will try to keep this very short and very brief. So let's begin. As we can see here, shopping tendencies are approximately the same for all the Baltic states. So about 80% of respondents do already shop online. There are some respondents who plan to do it at least sometime in the nearest future, and only around 7% of respondents mentioned that they don't plan to do it, at least for now. With the arrows, I try to show the comparison, the changes from the last year. And if you look, for example, at Latvia and Estonia, we can see that this year, even more people are shopping online. Therefore, there are less answers for the two other categories. If we're looking at the devices, we can see that computers are still among the most used ones, but then again, if we look at those arrows, we can see that they are becoming less popular at least this year, and the respondents are preferring to use other devices such as mobile phones, tablets, TVs, etc. Then here we can see the motivation for people and the opportunity to access online stores whenever desired, and more appealing prices are common to all three Baltic states, because these things make those online stores more accessible to a wider range of people, time-wise and money-wise. Then, regarding difficulties, respondents mentioned that the huge difficulty is having to wait too long for the order to be delivered, and also not being able to find all the needed information, for example, about the product, about delivery, payment options, and other related topics. And as we can see here, they are also similar, once again, for all three Baltic countries. Then also regarding delivery, I have not shown it in this presentation, but people also mentioned such problems as delivery being too expensive, not having the option to choose suitable delivery time or method, or also purchase not being delivered at all. Those things mentioned also were common for all three Baltic countries. And some facts comparing to the last year, for Lithuania, lack of information has become a concern for 15 percentage point more respondents. So as you can see in this presentation, this year is 39% respondents have chosen this problem, but last year it was only 24%. So to the question why they have not made any purchases online, majority of respondents mentioned that they wish to view the product with their own eyes, and I believe that correlates directly to not having enough trust in online shopping due to their personal prejudice, or maybe having heard bad experience stories from others. And also this year, for Estonians, lack of trust in the quality of the products has increased by 9 percentage points. And for Latvians, lack of trust in payment options has increased by 13 percentage points. Then right here, we can see that insurance is among the most desired products to purchase online. And also close to that is different tickets for public and entertainment events, and also different devices. And then respondents mostly use local e-commerce sites for purchasing apparel. And for foreign e-commerce sites, the situation looks quite similar, but also apart from apparel, people use those to purchase some rental and reservation services, such as booking hotels or renting cars. So I tried to keep this very short, very brief. I hope this will be useful information for the following discussion. And here are also some attachments with more detailed information about the comparison in case it will be needed. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you, Elizabete. I noted a couple of things to discuss with the rest of the panel. And once again, thank you, Elizabete, for joining, for sharing the data. Of course, we will need later on the more expanded data, more expanded charts, and all those great things, because we truly want to see what's similar, what's different. But let's move on. Based on the data we saw today from Elizabete, what the rest of the panel thinks about those similarities and differences in your own view. So what are the most common things and maybe some most significant differences? Because for myself, I noted one of the things that Lithuanians buy stuff on the TV. And I'm thinking to myself, how do they, does it count if I buy on the gaming console that is connected or on the TV or not? Or from my own personal experience, I have never bought anything on a TV, but Lithuanians, they're buying like crazy. Well, of course, the percentage, it's a really small margin here, but anyway, if we look at those differences and similarities, what do you guys think?
What I notified regarding these common things is this most popular motivation for shopping online is online stores are always open, and it's somehow goes together with this delivery method as well, because one of these factors why people choose delivery to parcel machine is because this parcel machine mostly are outdoors and mostly open 24/7. It's some kind of interesting regarding this purchasing part and how it goes together with delivery.
Okay. Anyone else to add? What do you think are the most common things or most significant differences you've seen?
Maybe one of the differences I noticed was that Estonia and Latvia, they stated in this Gemius report that they don't trust payment options in e-commerce. That was interesting for me, because actually PSD2 and all of the open banking payment methods are really secure. We have the two-factor authentication that is secure. And also, we didn't see that for Lithuanians, at least in the top. But I think this is related to all of the fraud cases. We have phishing emails, we have fraud and calls, SMSs. We have cases in Facebook Marketplace where P2P sales, where the goods are not shipped or the money is not returned. We have maybe consumers are inserting their card credentials to different websites. So maybe this is the reason that they say that this is not safe. And rather they would go to a brick and mortar store, have a physical good, and pay it in cash. So this is what was different, and it was not visible in Lithuania. And also one study that actually I noticed that some weeks ago, that in Estonia and Lithuania, the top products that are shopped in e-shops are beauty and healthcare, then fashion and shoes. Those are similar. But what was interesting was that in Latvia, actually medicine or pharmacy products was in top 3. So this is we have a participant from pharmacy sector as well. So how Latvians are so good at it? I know that in Estonia and Lithuania, pharmacies were established 10 plus years ago. So we already have those. But it seems that you are different in Latvia for some reason.
Sniedzite, can you validate this?
From subjective Latvian point of view, I recently took a look on Latvian this general statistics about which spheres in Latvian e-commerce do develop the most like quickly or fast growing e-commerce spheres. And yeah, indeed, in Latvia, I think what is affecting this health and beauty sector and e-pharmacies, it's the, let's say, portion of healthy beauty products, like hygiene, like, I don't know, this body care and things like that, because according to different sources of statistics, the fastest growing sectors in e-commerce is beauty and fashion, and then beauty and healthcare. And I just think that in Latvia the growth was so quick because those sectors were jumping up. This is the answer, because if we take a look on general tendencies in pharmaceutical e-commerce, then OTCs or vitamins, minerals, they are changing the sectors where people are buying them, mostly like, I mean, physical versus digital. We see that the trends are here, so people start to buy more online. But specifically, like beauty products, body care, facial care, everything which is trusted, meaning bought from pharmacy, it is the growing sector. Yes.
Okay, perfect. From my own perspective, I know that some hygiene products like baby diapers, I never buy them physically. I always order them online. But yeah, it's one of the cases.
Yeah, but this is also something around like global tendencies. I'm not sure if you ever had any look at global statistics, but this healthcare in terms of well-being, meaning how I look, how I feel, and so on. This is the sector which is right now booming and growing really, really, really fast globally. It's so just one of the tendencies.
Well, for men, we have those 3-in-1. It's shampoo, it's a shower gel, and then.
By the way, it differs on region, because in Asia there are such a trends that I don't know when they will be here.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Viesturs, Yuri, anything to add on this one?
Yeah, I can add. Sorry, that Korean cosmetics is very popular on Joom. So it's. I can agree with the speakers that these share of health and beauty products is growing, but still, according to, I can also agree with the Gemius research that the majority of products, almost half of our GMV, consists of fashion and like women fashion, women apparel, men's clothing, footwear. So these products are mostly sold online, according to our statistics. But also different type of electronics, like tablets, earphones, are also very popular. And you can imagine the majority of that type of products are produced in China. Latest trends is that in Baltic States, in terms of GMV, top products are electric scooters. They're mostly sold from warehouses here in Baltics, or from Poland, or and of course they have some sort of seasonality. They're seasonal products, so that now they're in high demand on our platform. But top products are very similar in all Baltic countries on Joom.
Okay. Yes, sir. How about insurance? Do we buy the same?
To add, I really like Gemius' presentation, which showed that people are keen to buying insurance products in Baltics. That's good to know. I would like to extend this to Poland as well, as both Insurance e-commerce operates in Baltic States and Poland. So I would say that it's pretty similar for Baltics. Let's say Estonia stands a bit out because I would say they are more innovative, or they want new features, etc. But for other Baltic countries, I'd say it's pretty similar. But Poland really stands out with the way that they are a bit of, I would even say, conservative. a bit cautious and patriotic as well, because it's pretty challenging for us as a Latvian company with Polish branch. And you know that insurance is all about trust, loyalty, etc. So yeah, it's pretty similar for Baltics, but in our experience, Poland really stands out.
Okay, it's great to hear that Poland is part of the Baltics. Okay. So far, I'm hearing that we're mostly similar, and the differences are only minor. But how do you make sure that in each market your companies feel as local as possible? Are there any strategies or tactics, or maybe some other secrets that you want to spill? So how to make your brands feel more local in all of these markets?
I can continue. To be fair, Baltic insurance, let's say digital marketing campaigns and everything in online is pretty unified, but we maintain some flexibility if marketing leads see that there's some possibility to do some stunts or something that is local. And it goes well also with our mindset that we really want to surprise. Let's say we don't usually do those some Easter campaigns or midsummer campaigns. So bam, it's 4th of April, let's do something random. And actually it works pretty well in all countries.
Okay, great. Anyone else? Something to add? How to make feel more local?
Yeah, I would like to add a very simple and straightforward thing, that each e-commerce business entering new country have to localize their app and website. It based on our experience, because Joom is localized in more than 20 languages for different countries. And I remember a presentation from Facebook that their real growth started when they localized in the majority of languages. It was back in 2007 or something like that, but it was really the time when they make huge leap in the number of users and the growth of the platform. So localization, local payment method, delivery methods, and you can go live. Because I agree with investors that marketing approaches are very similar due to the same platforms like Facebook and Google is the main traffic source of users.
Okay. Snehadzita, you challenge the rest of the panel about the difference.
Maybe I can additional add regarding these differences. We have one interesting project at the moment, because like Latvia Post and like our network at the moment in Latvia only, and then how to adapt, how to like connect in Baltics. So yeah, like we are, how to say, try to connect between networks, and at the moment with integration project with our Lithuanian post colleagues, some kind of unique one in Baltic, because it will allow to our customers of two postal operators to send and receive parcels in all Baltics. More than to 1,000 machines, and it's like we are here in Latvia, our colleagues are in Lithuania, but still with such way of cooperation, maybe you not need your own network in each country, but still, like in the end, winner is customer in Latvia, Estonia, Lithuania. So it's additional one kind of how we can adapt and connect maybe these differences.
So did I understand correctly? It will be like a unified open network, and e-commerce players will freely ship their products throughout the Baltics.
Yeah, Basically, yeah, you, for example, as Latvia post customer will have possibility to send to some parcel machine in Estonia, parcel machine in Lithuania, and in the end, it will not be a Latvia post parcel machine, but a Lithuania post parcel machine.
Okay.
And yeah,
Great.
this is
Good
so
to
great.
hear.
It's
Because,
great news. Yesterday I tried to buy some product on Estonian website Kreica. I didn't find it in Latvia, and unfortunately, it's delivered only to Estonian customers. So, if this project that Edgars told us about would be live, it would be definitely much easier to buy anything from around the Baltic States.
Yeah, I will believe we will launch it during this summer.
this summer already. Okay, great to hear. So everyone heard this summer, right? Elizabete, you're the challenger in our lovely panel.
Yes, thank you very much. So, if we speak about this pharmacy e-commerce, then in general, in terms of just e-commerce, I totally agree with my colleagues about the delivery and everything which is equal. But this healthcare sector is kind of regulated a little bit slightly different in every of the country, and the same food supplements without proper registration in every of the country cannot be sold. I mean, legally in all three Baltic countries. Yeah. So, and it comes together with this famous culture that Baltic people have, and that means that Lithuanians pick other top 10 food supplements, I don't know, to consume D vitamin or I don't know, C vitamin, yeah. And Latvia and Estonia, it's totally different. And for instance, the herbal teas, what is top 10 in Estonia, it's not the same top in Latvia. And what it means for e-commerce to be really successful, it's the connection like audience or customers, customer needs, legal legislation, yeah, and our ability to source the products. And it is critical in e-commerce in Baltics because we are so small. And it is a real challenge for players to be able to source a popular and needed product for good price, because good price means a wider network where to sell. So that's why I would like to stress out this part. It's a specific niche like healthcare, but anyway, if we speak about the differences, maybe such type of differences we have also in other industries, like product-based differences. Those I would like to stress out here.
Yeah, I think it's really difficult for those categories which are strictly regulated. Yuri,
Yep.
you want to add something?
I agree that healthcare is totally different around Europe, because we also have experience with launching of a marketplace for pharmaceuticals in Germany. And I can say that Baltic states are far ahead of in e-commerce in healthcare, and with electronic prescriptions working for many years. And there's nothing similar still in Germany at this moment.
Okay.
But in terms of similarities, I just remember there is the category cosmetics. Cosmetics is something where the differences rely on the great ability in Lithuania somehow to have the prices as good for the end users, like in Latvia, our prices what we buy for, like base price what we as a business, the price what's the price how we buy, like bottom, like the core. It's the same level like the price for the end user in Lithuania for the same product. So it's like a super great thing. So basically, yeah, Lithuania is supermarket in my opinion.
Great. So once Edgars launches the open network throughout the whole Baltics, we will probably buy from Lithuanians. We will see that in.
Yeah, it looks like.
But well, I have seen a couple of times large global brands launching their operations here in Baltics. But well, it doesn't look good, to be frank. Those TV ads and everything, they look so different from our culture, from our niches. And do you think there are any universal strategies that work? Maybe some universal products that work equally good in all the countries, or should we still look at each country as its own separate entity in our strategy?
Maybe, yeah, I would say this universal product is, let's say, clearance and honestly, because like each product in each e-shop must contain this detailed information about this product, mainly as this delivery time and method, clear with pricing. And then, of course, like as Elizabete showed, still most people uses PCs to order online, but the mobile is the second one, and I believe year by year it's growing. So eShop mobile version is must have, I say by myself as well. So basically, when I go through mobile to some eShop and it's like this web is open, it's like in the start already some this minus points to that, because it's not like sometimes not very easy to use. And if we again talk about my side, this delivery part, so this universal tool is this method of delivery, this parcel machine, because how I say parcel machine perfectly suits to our Baltic mentality. Like I can go take out this parcel. I not need to talk with anybody. So parcel machine as delivery method in Baltic is must have in this delivery list as well, I believe, in each issue.
Okay, perfect. Any other universal strategies, tactics, secrets to spill? How do you guys think? If you launch a new product, should you do the same in the whole Baltics, or maybe some small tweaks are needed? Of course,
I would
for
like,
those
yeah,
products,
I would like to suggest to look for local influencers in each country and to use them for building awareness and trust in your product, so they can work together with generic approaches like Facebook ads.
Okay, perfect.
From SEB's side, our like payment services are really similar across the Baltics, so those are like universal. But like coming back to the last question as well, like what's the local approach then? For example, for e-commerce payments, we actually talk a lot with local merchants, and for example, in Estonia, merchants have asked for automated refund in e-commerce, and we are currently like working on that, developing that. But actually, this is not the case so much in Lithuania. The market is a bit different. So there rather the accountants make the return payments. But as we are like developing the needs of local merchants customers, then actually we are like launching it on all sites. So this is making it like universal, and then the functionality is used in all countries. And also, like from our perspective, I think Google Pay and Apple Pay are the ones that are still like on low level, base level, but rapidly increasing. And soon, like Mastercard's one-click payment will come out, etc. So there are like universal products that we can offer from bank side.
From insurance side, I'd like to add that we're generally following the leaders, as I would just mention like Spotify, Netflix, Lemonade, etc., because they know the drill, they know all the tips and tricks, and we definitely don't want the insurance to be boring. So for us, it works if it's like pretty simple to use, easy, accessible with fair prices. So it generally works for every country. That's what people expect.
I have a slight technical issue here, but I'm back. Hopefully.
We can hear you.
Yes.
Okay, great. Okay, so I really like the suggestion from Yuri about the local influencers, because they really help to stand out in those local communities, and they can really validate if the messaging or the product or positioning of the product of the brand is really suitable for each of the markets, and specifically some niches if needed. So if we want to venture out in the wider market, as we're doing with the Baltic E-commerce Awards, because, well, as I mentioned previously, it was held only in Latvia, but let's look at the wider scope, and let's go a little bit more globally, if you want to say like that. What do you guys think? What is the best strategy for entering a new market? How do you make a research, and how do you look which of the countries is most effective way on for your product, for your brand? So basically, how to venture into new markets. I know Viesturs has with Baltia recently launched their operations in new market, and Yuri's is playing globally. Of course, rest of the discussion panelists as well. But maybe you can share a little bit of knowledge how to enter these new markets.
Well, for Estonia is our youngest player in e-com in Baltics. So beforehand, we conducted the research whether to go with unified products as we have in rest of the countries, or should we do something different. The one idea was that the product should be unified, and it works. People expect it. Products are good themselves. But the one thing that stood out is, I would say it's not even a miss anymore, that Estonians are more keen to innovative things, and they are more keen to applications and mobile view. At least from our side, we see that Estonians are really into mobile applications. So we did like a real mobile first approach, not only for our e-com side, but also we did it, let's say, recent Casco launch in Estonia, starting only with mobile application. And to be honest, the results are pretty outstanding. So yeah, I would say that Estonians are doing something different in this area for sure. So it really it was a good idea to do this mobile first in Estonia. And yeah, actually we see that perhaps it's younger audience in Estonia which are willing to do everything in mobile app, but yeah, it really works. And to add, in insurance we have these products as for private property and Casco, and they are not the cheapest ones, and usually you want to gain some trust from insurance company, perhaps year, 2, or even more to buy such products. But we see that in Estonia, it took like 2 or 3 months, and people actually are buying these not so cheap products, and they are even competing with the older countries like e-com countries like Latvia and Lithuania. So yeah, that's our experience towards the Estonian market so far.
Okay, I think it's a brave move with going forward with applications, because in my own experience, it's a really tough market to get the application installed on the phone. That threshold of people downloading something is, for my own experience, is really high. So props to you for doing that and doing that really well. And I wish you luck on venturing Estonian markets. Yuri, how about you? You're a global player. How do you enter new markets, and what's the approach there?
Yeah, first of all, 8 years ago, when we decided to launch Joom, we decided that we should be mobile first, and for some time even mobile only project. So I agree with Viesturs that mobile app could be a great driver of the success of a business, because I think that the existence of the app itself is additional plus point to trust of the business you are running. That users can imagine that if somebody already invested money in creating of the app, it should be they can think about it as a trustworthy business, not just a simple web page. Entering, I've already told a couple of words about different markets. First of all, as I said, localization, universal approach to Facebook ads and Google ads makes it possible to test new market in a very simple way, just running ads, checking conversion rates and interests of users on some landing pages or apps to get the understanding of these basic numbers that you can see later in this country after some optimizations and improvements. And building trust is very important. And as I say, in our experience, local influencers are very important to work with. We have amazing example from Georgia. Georgian is the latest language that we translated our app to, and we have blogger. His name is Guga, and his video about Joom collected more than 600,000 views on TikTok, and he did it for free, just answering to the question of one of followers. So now we are working with him on a regular basis, and it really brings us a lot of new users and new customers, these corporations. So look at the key opinion leaders in each market and try to establish connections with them.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's a great point about the building trust, because if you are a completely new player launching a new market, like, I don't know, some time ago, Temu launched here in Latvia, and nobody really knew who they are and nobody trusting them. So what is this new player? So building trust, it's a really long game, and it takes a lot. And it's a great move you did with Guga. That's something. Google. I should check him out. And about those Facebook ads and Google ads, of course, that's a great way to test the market, test the waters, to say. But
actually, Temu does a lot of
anyone else to add
Facebook
about venturing into new markets?
Couple of words of Temu. They're building trust with a huge amount of money. So our managers from Facebook and Google shared that they are right now top advertiser, or advertiser number one or number two on both platforms. So they are spending really billions. So more than Amazon does. So these trust building, it costs a huge amount of money for them. Yeah, sorry, it's all.
Yeah. You either have a lot of time to build trust, or you have a lot of money. There are different approaches. Okay. Sniedzite, Christo, Edgars, something to add?
I was just listening and thinking, if I would be a startup, if I would be somebody who is producing the product, what I would do with no money or not that much money, then I would like to just give a thought from the product perspective. For instance, Latvian, I don't know, some health product manufacturer, what they could do to enter global market. And then I would think about how to use and benefit out of the global marketplaces, out of the global players, because they already have the audience, meaning the training ground, the resource where I can add my product offer to that audience and then gather the data of their behavior and understand what the future tactics and steps would be, how to proceed with the sales of the product. Because as we already know, globally, the global big marketplaces such as eBay, Amazon, and so on, they are actually competing with all of the local players. And it's a huge competition, and not of all players locally has the real data about the advertising spend, about the real influential, but roughly speaking, depend on the category. For instance, in Spain, I get some data recently. In Spain, 47% of all health and beauty products, they are sold through Amazon. It's a huge competition if we think about the competition. And then to speak about the strategy, how to get the information if my product is desired in the region, if people are interested at all, I think the global power should be used, meaning the global platforms.
Okay, that's
maybe
great advice. Actually, from sorry.
Yes, something I believe is connection, but yeah, if I can add again regarding my favorite part about delivery and this new markets from logistics perspective, maybe again try to collaborate with your existing logistics partner regarding solutions, potential solutions, what this partner can offer to you to make this delivery to these receivers in this new market. Because, for example, we have one good example and very good collaboration with Printful some time ago. They came to us regarding this delivery solution to Germany, and mostly every logistic provider from Latvia delivered to Germany, but they needed it on regular basis, mail on everyday basis. So basically, yeah, we worked before and we together find this most common price performance solution for this mostly everyday deliveries to Germany.
Okay. I really liked what Snezita mentioned before about using the power of global players, about the Amazon, and Yuri mentioned as well with the Facebook and Google ads, because this is the place where you can test the waters out with rather minimal investment, so to say. You don't have to make everything already on the new country and then test it out and see if it works or not. So use the power of global players if you have the chance, if you have the ability. That in my mind is a great suggestion. Christo, maybe from payment perspective, anything to add?
Yeah, I was just wondering on the topic that it depends. Are you selling? Do you have services or products? A few weeks ago, we had a discussion in Delphi with the CEO of Baltic as well, and then he was explaining that expanding services, and in this case, Estonia is definitely more easier because you don't need the infrastructure in entering a new market, having these warehouses and all of that. So this, and also the difference between organic expansion and acquisition. So we know that some years ago, Pigu and Hobbyhall merged, being the largest in the region. So it depends how you will manage that. Is it organic expansion or acquisition that you will constantly or at once get customer base and supplier contracts and all of that? But it depends on the product and service. Definitely.
Okay, great. So I think that we're fast running out of time. So I guess to summarize everything that we talked about today, I think that sure, we have some small differences, but mostly the markets of the Baltics are too small to look and adapt everything, except for those products and for those niches that are strictly regulated. Of course, no mentioning about that. There are too many differences to take into consideration, but mostly we're similar throughout our purchasing motivation, throughout the devices we use. I think it was a great story about mobile applications from Vestas and Yuri about challenging the rest of the markets about the mobile apps. I think it was a great suggestion about using global power from Amazon, Facebook, and Google to test the waters out without any infrastructure. And of course, the service business, it's a bit easier to scale and test. You don't have to make the infrastructure as Christo mentioned already. But I think we can wrap this discussion today and close with one statement that yes, we're more similar than we might think, but there are some differences. So with me today was Edgars Isaks from Latvian Post, head of Baltic Business Development. From SEB Bank, Christo Ojamaa, head of Transaction Services. From Joom, Yuri Ivanov, founder of the Joom. From Baltics, Vestas E-commerce and innovation lead. From Gemius, Elizabete Kreica. She shared a great presentation, some great statistics. She's a marketing and public relations specialist. And from Manis Apteeka, Sniedzīte Vilmana. My name is Arnis Jakobsons. I'm from Element Digital, and this was yet another discussion from Baltic E-commerce Awards. And as I mentioned in the beginning of this discussion, we're closing applications on the 8th of April, so don't miss out. Submit your eShop, and we will see you another time in podcasts, in discussions, or in the awards ceremony this May. So thank you all for your opinions, for your data, for everything you added to discussion, and have a great day. See you some other time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye, guys.